My name's Paulina Raad and I'm a lawyer in the Litigation and Dispute Resolution Group at McCabe Curwood. The federal government has introduced 3 new bills that will directly impact company directors and are likely to come into effect this year. Many of the proposed laws were developed to address issues that came to light during the Royal Commission into Misconduct in the banking, superannuation and financial services industry. The first of these bills is the Treasury Laws Amendment Strengthening Corporate and Financial Sector Penalties Bill 2018. This bill proposes to significantly increase the civil and criminal penalties for breaches of the Corporations Act. For example, the maximum penalty for an individual's civil contravention of the Act will be increased from $200,000 to either $1.05 million or 3 times the value of the benefit derived or the detriment avoided because of the contravention, whichever amount is greater. The bill also proposes to insert a definition of dishonest into the Corporations Act, which means dishonest according to the standards of ordinary people. The effect of this new definition is that it will no longer be necessary to prove that the director knew that their conduct was dishonest, which will lower the evidentiary threshold for offences involving dishonesty. The next bill that directors should be aware of is the Treasury Laws Amendment Registries Modernisation and Other Measures Bill 2018. This bill, if enacted, will introduce a requirement that each registered director apply for and obtain a unique director identification number. Newly appointed directors will need to apply for a director identification number within 28 days of being appointed. The maximum criminal penalty for an individual who fails to do so is a fine of $200,000. The Treasury Laws Amendment Combating Illegal Phoenixing Bill 2018 is the next bill that we'll discuss. It's focused on stopping illegal phoenix activities and proposes several measures that will impact directors. These include making directors personally liable for the unpaid GST of their company if it remains unpaid after a director's penalty notice is issued, making directors personally liable for dispositions of company property that are done with a view to defeating creditors, or for failing to stop the company from making creditor-defeating dispositions of property, preventing a sole director from resigning without first appointing a new director, and making the effective date of a director's resignation the date that ASIC receives the notice of resignation if that notice is received more than 28 days after the purported resignation. These proposed changes serve as a timely reminder that corporate and financial misconduct will not be tolerated. If the bills become law, company directors should take positive steps to ensure compliance with their new obligations and to avoid incurring severe penalties. It is anticipated that the proposed changes will come into effect this year, so watch this space.